Hello, grade 7 students. Today we're going to continue our lesson about statistical reports. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to represent the given statistical reports in a bar diagram and in a circular graph or pie chart. First, let's define what is a bar diagram. A bar diagram is a graphical representation of the data in the form of rectangular bars. We are going to understand this in the form of this example. For example, a number of children were asked about their favorite fruits, and their answers came as follow. The bar diagram of this statistical table is the following. Look, this is called a bar diagram. These columns are called bars, and they have a common property. They all have the same width. Now let's learn how to construct or draw a bar graph. You are given this table and you have to represent the given data in a bar graph.
To construct a bar graph, we must have a statistical table consisting of two rows, observed values and frequency. In a copybook or graph paper, we draw two perpendicular axes, one horizontal and the other is vertical. On the horizontal axis, we locate the observed values, which are 10, 11, and 12. And on the vertical axis, we locate the frequency. But first, we have to choose a suitable scale. Here, the frequencies which represent the number of students are close to each other and the largest one is 7. So we take the scale 1 unit represent 1 student. So we write 0, 1, 2, 3 till 7. Now the frequency of the value 10 is 5. So from the value 10 we construct a vertical line to reach frequency 5 and then we move a little bit and construct another vertical line to reach frequency 5 and then color it. From the value 11 we do the same. Construct a vertical line to reach a frequency 3. Then we move a little bit and construct another vertical line to reach the frequency 3. Then we color it. From the value 12 we do the same. We construct a vertical line to reach the frequency 7. Then move a little bit and construct another vertical line reaching the frequency 7 and then color it. But keep in mind that the bars must have the same width.
Now let's try to do this exercise together. Represent the given data in a bar graph. So, we are given a statistical table which contains observed values that represent the grades of students in a math test and the frequency that stands for the number of students, and we need to draw a bar graph of this statistical table. What are we going to do?
We draw two perpendicular axes. We write the observed values which represent the grades 30, 40, 50, and 60 on the horizontal axis and the frequency on the vertical axis. Now we should take a suitable scale for the frequency. Remember, we take a scale only for the vertical axis which represent the frequency. Since the largest frequency is 13, and if we take each unit represent one student, the graph will be very large. So let's take the scale. Each unit represent two students. So we write on the vertical axis 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Now, from the value 30, we draw a vertical line till we reach the frequency 10. Then we move a little bit and we draw another vertical line till we reach the frequency 10. Then we color it. The frequency of the value 40 is 5 and 5 is in the middle of 4 and 6. So we draw a vertical line from the value 40 till we reach the frequency 5. And then we move a little bit and we draw another vertical line till we reach the frequency 5. Then we color it. The frequency of the value 50 is 13 and 13 is in the middle of 12 and 14. So we construct two vertical lines from the value 50 till we reach the frequency 13 and then we color it. For the value 60 we do the same. The frequency of the value 60 is 4. So from the value 60 we draw a bar till the frequency 4 and then we color it.
Now let's move to the second objective of this lesson, which is to represent statistical report in a pie chart. But first, let's define a pie chart. What is a pie chart? A pie chart is a circular representation of data where the data is presented by a sector of a circle. For example, if we are given this table with the favorite sport given and the central angle of each sport. If we need to put this information in a pie chart, the pie chart will look like this. We have in it the favorite sport and the central angle of each sport. Let's learn together now how to represent statistical data or report in a pie chart. We are given this statistical table. Inside it, we have the observed values which represent the grades, and we are also given the central angle of each grade. So how are we going to draw a pie chart?
To construct a pie chart, we need the central angle of each observed value. Then we use the compass to draw a circle and then we draw a horizontal radius. Now we use the protractor to construct the first angle, but be careful that the center of the protractor must be placed over the center of the circle and this line is over the radius. Now we have to construct the angle 72 degrees. We start always from 0 and move toward 72 and mark it. Now we put the ruler in the way that it passes through the center of the circle and the marked line and draw a radius. Now this angle will be 72 and it represents the grade 11. To construct the second angle 108 degrees, we do the same steps, but we put the protractor now on the new radius and keep the center of the protractor over the center of the circle. Now we start from 0 and move until 108 degrees. Mark it and then we put the ruler in the way that it passes through the center of the circle and the marked line and draw a radius. Now this angle will be 108 degrees and it represents the grade 12. To construct the third angle 36 degrees, we do the same steps. We put the protractor now on the new radius and keep the center of the protractor on the center of the circle. Now we have to start from 0 and move until the angle 36 degrees and mark it. And then we put the ruler in the way that it passes through the center of the circle and the marked line and draw a radius. Now this angle will be 36 degrees and this sector will represent the grade 13. Now there is no need to draw the last angle. The remaining sector of the circle represent the angle 144 degrees and the grade 14.
Let's have a summary of what we have learned together throughout this video. Actually, we have learned how to represent data in a bar diagram and in a pie chart. Remember, we said that in order to represent data in a bar diagram, we need to draw two perpendicular axes, one horizontal line and one vertical line. We write the observed values on the horizontal axis and the frequency on the vertical axis. And don't forget to choose a scale for the vertical axis. As for the pie chart, we said that we need to use a compass to draw a circle and a radius. Then we start constructing the given angles. Thank you. Bye bye.